What do you get when you combine a creepy concept for a theme park, a location next to some of the country's biggest atrocities, and a couple of years of bad financial decisions? Turns out you get an abandoned theme park that's guaranteed to haunt your dreams for months. This park is inspired by the book Gulliver's Travels, which is already a weird story about a human landing on an island with a bunch of tiny people. The park made that concept even creepier by building a giant model man and showing him being tied to the ground by the mini civilization. The park is right next to Japan's famous suicide forest, so it's maybe not surprising that families didn't think it was a place to take their kids, but hey, at least Logan Paul's a huge fan of the park. Because of that, or maybe because the park's also next to the base of a famous cult who killed 13 people in a nerve gas attack, the park just didn't make much money, leaving it to rot. Now all that remains are some creepy candy-colored buildings and shaky-looking rides, as well as a giant man staring out into the park as he's tied to the ground. It's a nightmare. Amusement parks aren't supposed to be creepy. After all, the whole point is to have a fun experience and enjoy yourself. What happens after they shut down? Well, it gets creepy. From broken rides to busted locks, people love to visit abandoned amusement parks, so today we're looking at the scariest. Wait, no, wrong image. Scariest. If we could get 5,000 likes on this video, we'll go visit our own abandoned amusement park. Anyways, let's get right into it. Old theme parks are seriously creepy, so it makes sense that the older they are, the more frightening they become. We're starting this list with the first and oldest theme park in all of Europe, which, if I'm right, should be the scariest of all. This theme park was created by a local priest in 1950 to give Belgian children a safe place to play. It was actually pretty popular at first and drew in a crowd of 1 million in its first year, which is huge for the time period. There were all sorts of slides, carousels, and bumper cars, as well as huge swings, but the main attraction was actually the bridge. Sounds weird, I know, but at the time, the 800-meter long path was the longest suspended walkway in Europe, so it was a pretty big deal. Everything was fine for decades, but as the equipment got older, things got more and more dangerous. Everything came to an awful halt when in 2000, 50 years after the park's opening, a 9-year-old boy had his arm ripped off by one of the spinning jet rides. After that, the place was shut down and never successfully reopened, and the ride stayed there abandoned until it was even too dangerous for urban explorers to go there, and the place was demolished permanently.